you would think, ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I gotta ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that.
The loudest voices on daytime television may have finally met their match. And it's not a rival network, a scandal, or a ratings crash. It's a lawsuit. A lawsuit so thunderous it could silence the sequins, the snark, and the sponsors all at once. Caroline Leavitt, former Trump spokesperson and conservative firecracker, is back in the legal ring, and this time she's not pulling punches. With a fresh defamation lawsuit aimed squarely at The View, she's not just fighting back, she's threatening to shut down one of the most recognizable talk shows in America. You'd think that after ABC shelled out $15 million for a previous defamation suit, they might tread more carefully. But no, instead, The View seemed to triple down on its cocktail of sarcasm, speculation, and unfiltered commentary. And this time, they aimed it right at a 27-year-old conservative woman with a law team that bites harder than any clapback. Caroline Leavitt isn't here to complain. She's here to collect. So, who exactly is she? Caroline isn't just another Gen Z Republican. She's a media-savvy, litigation-loving political juggernaut who's figured out something most talking. Heads haven't. You don't need to outshout the media. You just need to outlawyer them. And that's exactly what she's doing. This isn't her first round with The View. It's a sequel. The first legal clash already rattled the studio. This one could bury it. It all started with another one of The View's signature segments, where hot takes get hotter and facts occasionally go up in flames. In the midst of mocking her political stance and appearance, one host snarked that Leavitt was likely hired just because Trump called her a 10. It was petty. It was public. And according to Caroline's legal team, it was defamation, disguised as daytime TV. But this isn't just about bruised egos. Caroline's lawsuit claims The View has engaged in a systematic smear campaign. Not casual criticism, not satire, weaponized commentary meant to humiliate and damage her reputation. And here's where it gets serious. Her team isn't just suing the hosts, they're going after the producers, the writers, the network, the entire machine. If The View were a house, this lawsuit names the carpet, the kitchen sink, and even the chandelier. Behind the scenes, ABC execs are reportedly spiraling. Rumors of panicked meetings, advertiser freakouts, and production delays are leaking faster than Joy Bahar's punchlines. Sponsors are sweating, insurance premiums are climbing, and morale inside the studio? Let's just say it's less glam, team, and more legal triage. Even the snack table's under pressure. What used to be a spread fit for celebrities is now bring your own granola bar. Meanwhile, Caroline is thriving. Her social media following is exploding. Conservative pundits are hailing her as a courtroom crusader, a woman who took on the liberal media not with rants, but with receipts. And she's playing it masterfully. Every new court filing, a viral post, every media response, a chance to showcase the difference between grievance and strategy. While The View scrambles for damage control, Caroline is building a brand. And don't be fooled. This isn't just personal, it's political. Caroline isn't using the lawsuit as a weapon. She's using it as a platform. Every allegation, every deposition, every legal jab is turning into content, fueling her rise as the new face of Gen Z conservatism. She's not auditioning for cable news. She's rewriting the playbook. But while Caroline's star rises, The View is wobbling. Viewership is slipping. Engagement is falling. Once must-see TV, the show now feels like a relic, dated, defensive, and dangerously out of step. Insiders whisper that major sponsors are considering jumping ship. Why? Because no brand wants to be Exhibit A in a defamation lawsuit. And it's hard to sell mascara, yoga mats, or car insurance when your commercial break follows a legal meltdown. Caroline's legal filings read like a manifesto. Well-organized, aggressive, and dripping. With receipts. Her team alleges the show has launched a coordinated effort to damage and discredit, pushing a narrative that she's nothing more than a pretty puppet. But she's not just countering with words, she's delivering subpoenas. And this time, there may be no PR spin strong enough to neutralize the damage. This lawsuit could change everything. If successful, it wouldn't just result in a payout, It could gut The View's budget, shake ABC's confidence, and inspire a wave of similar lawsuits from other conservative voices who feel targeted. Caroline's not filing one lawsuit, she's setting a precedent, one that says, if you mock someone on national television and cross the line into defamation, you're going to pay for it. And the response from The View? Predictable. On-air dismissals, backstage panic, and a lot of, "We were just joking." But the courtroom doesn't care about punchlines. And Caroline isn't laughing. She's playing a long game, one that doesn't end with a ratings dip or an apology. She's aiming to dismantle what she calls the mean girls and makeup empire of liberal media. Brick by brick, episode by episode, court case by court case. Her opponents might see a young, idealistic PR stunt, but her base sees a warrior. A woman who doesn't shout, doesn't break down, and doesn't back off. She's doing what few others have dared to do. She's suing her way into the spotlight and using that spotlight to build something much bigger. And it's working. While The View scrambles for PR band-aids, Caroline's rising fast, socially, politically, and financially. She's not just cashing in on controversy, she's monetizing strategy. Every insult becomes ammo. Every sponsor. Dropout? Another point for her narrative. She's not the story. She's the storm. And here's the twist. For years, The View made its name by roasting politicians, torching conservatives, and spinning conflict into ratings. But now, they're the ones being skewered. And no matter how many jokes they crack on air, the laughter sounds a little nervous, a little forced. Like even they know the golden age is cracking. Caroline Leavitt's latest move is more than a lawsuit. It's a blueprint, a strategy for turning media bias into momentum, for flipping the narrative, for taking back control. And while The View spins in damage control mode, Caroline's only question is, who's next? So, what happens next? That depends on whether The View settles quietly or fights back publicly. But make no mistake, the damage has been done. The US reputation hit is real. The financial risk is towering. And for once, the show that always has the last word might finally be speechless. Don't blink, because this fight isn't over. And if you want front row seats to the next media takedown, make sure you subscribe, tap the bell, and stay tuned. Caroline's just getting started, and the next bombshell could drop any second.